In this video, I'm going to share with you where you find your base code for your Meta Ads pixel, right? This can be a little bit tricky to find. And even if you go in the help section of Facebook, it's not very clear on how you find the actual code that you may want to copy and paste. So we firstly go to data sources. So we go into our ads manager in home here. So, that's actually a business home. But we're going to go, when we go to our ads manager, so I've just got to move this loom here. So I go here and I go to my ads manager, and then in here I go down to all tools. You may have a slightly different display, even if it's current. Like I always just update these videos a lot because I know lots of things change. You may still have a different interface, but most of the names will be the same, okay? So in here, we would go into Events Manager. That is where you'll find most of the pixel and the tracking elements. Now, a lot of what Facebook want to talk about now, rather than pixels, is they want to call them data sets. I think they're still figuring out how all of that works, so I'm not going to bore you with the details because I'm still trying to work out what the distinction is myself, but we're still going to be tracking using basically a chunk of code, whether it's called pixel or data set, okay? So see, this is what happens. You come here and you're like, okay, well, there's the pixel. If I just have to put the string of numbers in, it's that ID there. That's fine because you can click on that and just copy it. So when you click there, you can copy that string. Sometimes for things like Squarespace, other sort of tools, website tools and landing page tools, you might just need to put that ID. Kajabi you do on the front too, although you can do a different integration with them, but that's the string of numbers when people are asking you for that pixel ID. That's where you would find it. But sometimes you actually want the chunk of code. So in that instance, we want to come down to data sources, and then we want to look at the pixel that we are using, make sure, so sometimes you might have a couple set up, and then we want to go to add events, and then we want to go to add new integration, and then we want to click meta pixel, and then we want to say manually add the code, get started, and then we go copy code. Now we have the base code. So what I always do is I just chuck that in my iPhone, in my Mac notes. So I've got it somewhere handy, and then put it in my ClickUp project management, put it somewhere that you can use it and that you can add events to it from there. Okay, so even here I can say, yep, I've copied the code, and I want all of these, I want to turn on automatic advanced matching with all of those, so it's picking up. Oops, hang on a minute, I actually just want to go back to that because I wanted to show you something. Let me just check here. Now it's not going to let me back, is it? No, okay, that's a little bit of pain, but that's okay. So once I've got that, that code, then I can go into my page if I want. Well, obviously I probably would, right? And I would go in, say if it's in Kajabi, I would add a little drag and drop on the page and put in my pixel here. Okay, so with this one, for example, one moment, I want to take, I think there's got a couple of things in here that I want to take out of this one. Yeah, because I'd added this event. So I'm going to take these ones. Okay, so let's just start with blank slate here because I just want to update that. So I put paste, and that's going to just be tracking that someone's viewed the page, right? So if I then want to track for another event, which is what I was going to show here, go back to my thing here. So I go into my pixel, I come down here, hopefully that will update. Back up here, oh no, I was going, yeah, data sources. Maybe I have to go back out and come back in again. Yeah, I do. Okay, add event, add new integration, and then I say metapixel, set up, and I want to manually add the code with this instance. Like I was just showing you before, sorry, to do that again. Okay, now this is where I want to add some events. Okay, so Now I want to open the event setup tool, and that is what is not working. So with a simple click, okay, so I do like the event setup tool. There is another way that I can get to that. So I am going to just see what we've got here. And I may now go to, I want to put this as, no, that will double count this pixel. So I might, oh yeah, I'm actually page view is fine for that page because I'm not tracking that page as a result. What I do want to track is this other page where they land. So that one is fine for this. So I'm going to save it just to keep that as 1 pixel. So when I look in my pixel helper, there, yes, it's got this waitlist view one on it. And I think I put that on using this setup events thing here. So I'm going to take that off now. So what I want to do is come here. Oh no, that's just going to give me the information, which is not what I want. I want that event setup page taken off. Actually, what I will do with that is, I've got the waitlist view. Yes, okay. So what I need to do is get into that little events setup tool, which is, I was just doing this before, and now I'm like, what? Okay, so open event setup tool. Right, yes, that's where I do it. So then I want to put that URL of the page. So I'll go back. So in Kajabi, I'm going to put my Facebook pixel code. I'm always going to add it as custom code and then paste it in there, okay? And then I know that's in, and I can use my FB Pixel Helper or Pixel Helper Chrome extension to see where that is. So you have to be in a Google Chrome browser. This is also very important. I didn't put that in one video once. Someone was very confused trying to do it all in Safari. It won't work, and you do need to add the Pixel Helper extension to your browser to be able to utilize that feature. So I'm going to copy the URL, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to pop that in because I want to take off the waitlist view, which should, I think I added to another page, and that was a duplication of this page. So that will be on there, and I want to just do that. I actually may take that pop-up off. So let's go all events. It's got complete registration, so I do not want that on there. So what I want to do is delete that on this page, okay, and yep, delete. Okay, so there's no other events on this page. So if I do want to, I don't want to track any more events on that, but then it said it had a waitlist view. Okay, so I go yes, finish that. Maybe because it had that pop up on it. So if I go back here, not there, go back to that page. So that's going to edit it actually, or just add it back in here. I want to check what's happening with the pixel. I just want to track that. I just want to make sure it is tracked by a pixel, that I only need views to that page. Okay, so there's this one. Now, when I want to see where it is, it's going to say, I want to actually ask, it's in the window, so it must be in that pop-up. Waitlist view. Okay, pixel location. Right, and it's in the window. I may have it somewhere else because sometimes that happens in Kajabi, that I might have put it in two custom codes. I might have, perhaps it could be sitting under header. Drop like in one of these. I don't think it is, but let's just check. No. Okay, let's have a look, make sure that it is nowhere else that I have got it. It's It's definitely on this page. So I'm going to do the exit pop-up. Actually want that to come up a lot. Yeah, timed reveal. I want that to be more like 600. And okay, I've got the form and the image. I've got no other. Okay, so we'll save that. Doesn't look like I've got, I just wanted that exit pop-up to happen later. I've got one chunk of code, so I'm trying to find out why it is tracking this waitlist view when there's only page view. That was the only one that I put in there. And it's not on the event setup tool either. So maybe it just needed some time to settle down. Let's see if that is going to go away. It's still going up to 3. I seem to have that. But that's okay. It's not going to interfere with page view anyway, and I just won't optimize for that in the ad, so it's not a big deal. If I do want to click on setup events, it's just going to send me back there. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that was a bit of a long-winded way to just show you where to get the code or use the event setup tool to track it. So with that one, that was actually a call application funnel. So I do want to track on the thank you page that they go to here, because they're not opting in, they're just going to click, so that I can then say, okay, I want them to land there. So I do want to set up on here, add a pixel. So let's see what we've got. We've got submit application. I don't want that one on there either, or the waitlist view. So what I'll do is make that optimize for this one, actually, the invitee event type page, and go from there. It is a little bit tricky, I know, but hopefully that gives you an idea of when you'll set that next event. I've got a few to clean up here. I think that's the problem with using this event setup tool. When you add it, sometimes it gets a bit glitchy. So I do like to just add the code wherever possible. Anyway, hopefully that has helped you.